Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF NXT. I, Gorilla Monsoon, with Corey Graves and with Booker T. And today on NXT, yesterday what we saw on Monday Night Raw, or Monday Night Raw, we saw Belasca beat Gunther and keep the TWF Pennsylvania Reich winnings for another day. Gorilla Monsoon says, will the war between Belasca and Gunther for long? Your guess is good as mine on that one, but good luck for Belasca still being the TWF Pennsylvania Reich fighter. I can tell you right now, Gorilla, I think that Belasca got lucky. I think maybe she got lucky 2 times because I cannot see her luck lasting. At least that is my belief. And I have to be with you, Corey, and say that I too also think that Belasca got lucky. That I think at the end of the day, that's all it was luck. And I think sooner or later when Gunther and Belasca meet again, I think you'll see him as a free-time TWF Pennsylvania Reich fighter. So, Corey and Booker, you're going to not give Belasca any onlook. You're not going to give her thanks for that. You're going to say it was luck, huh? Give me a break about that. Saying that Belasca got lucky in those 2 matches. You know. Saying Belasca got lucky in those 2 matches that she had with Gunther. Would you stop? Well, today, Gorilla Monsoon says we have someone here who I believe Luck Nebe doesn't really have anything to do with anything, and that would be Seth Rollins. Ha ha ha. First off, Seth Rollins says, I would like to tell everyone. First off, Seth Rollins says, I would like to tell everyone who my new overseer is. What number it is? I'd like to tell everybody who my new overseer is. And he's Paul E. Dangerously. And he's going to do a lot for me in the skilled wrestling business. Yes, I'm going to do a lot of things for you, Seth Rollins. You know that I was the overseer for many wrestlers in the AWA and MACW, WCW, ECW, WWF, WWE in my first run, WWE in my 2-dick run. And I'm here to tell you that Seth Rollins will be the greatest wrestler that I've ever had to be the overseer of. Yes, and I was the overseer of many wrestlers. Some of them, I could say, were alright. I mean, I had what? I had Brock Lesnar, Big Show, Kurt Angle, Charlie Haas, Shelton Benjamin, Jason Albert, The Undertaker. I even had Jonathan Heidenreich. I had Curtis Axel, Silverback Ryback, Antonio Cesaro. I had CM Punk. I had Roman Reigns, Jason Uso, James Uso, Sikoa, Sami Zayn. Oh, I had many folks. I had Sikoa. Then I had Chris Kanyon, Sean Stasiak, Raven, Lance Storm, Mike Awesome, Bob Ray Diva, Taz, Raven, Tommy Dreamer, Rob Van Dam. I had Test, Mike Knox, Hardcore Holly, and Steve, Doug Basham, Danny Basham. The list goes on and on and on. Sabu, Terry Funk, Paul Mahoney. The list goes on and on and on of everyone that I was an overseer of. But I'm here to tell you, we will be taking over. And you will see Seth Rollins as the new TWF heavyweight fighter. So, if the Vinlander nightmare Cody Rhodes out there, wants to come
to come out and say that we're wrong about that. Well, good luck with that one then. Because at the end of the day, it will be AJ, it will be Seth Rollins, well, being the new TWF heavyweight fighter. And someone should just come down here and give him the strap. Because we don't really have to wrestle for it. And I'm asking that to be done now. Alright, Paulie Dangerously, Seth Rollins, you two, you say that we just give up the strap and give it to you? Yes, I guess that might be, yeah, that could be something we could do. However, if I do that, you will then have to fight someone for it. Now, we don't know where Cody Rhodes went to. He's buried somewhere. He's buried somewhere. You know, he's buried somewhere underneath all those other dolls. So, yeah, I'll give that to you. But you're gonna be wrestling someone. Hey, I become the TWF heavyweight fighter without having to wrestle anyone. Yeah, don't be so putting that out there. You know, you just gotta seek it out first. They give it to you. But yeah, you are gonna be wrestling someone. And I think I know. I think I know why that you can't see Cody Rhodes. Because he's frightened that I will beat him. Isn't that right, huh? That he's frightened that I will beat him. Oh, I don't think he's frightened of you at all, Daniel Bryan says. I don't know what the find is, but you are going to be fighting someone for it. So don't think you're going to get free off without putting it on Raw. So, you want to know who you're going to be fighting here today for the TWF heavyweight winnings? Well, you're going to be fighting someone who we think, well, who I think, would do very well. And it's got to be someone who never had it before. Yeah, it has to be someone that who never ever was the TWF heavyweight fighter. Or if they were, it was long forgotten. So, you think you're so cool, huh? You think you're not going to be putting it on stick against anyone? Well, think again, because you are. Yeah. Well, so Daniel Bryan, we want to know who is he going to be putting his TWF heavyweight winnings on stake against? If you don't mind me asking. Well, against Aleister Black. Well, it looks like Gorilla Monsoon says Aleister Black has now gotten the right to fight Seth Rollins for the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings. Oh, the world heavyweight winnings is... Oh, Aleister Black, it's so good to see you. Yeah, stop it right there, Seth Rollins. You are not happy to see me, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm going to kick your head off, then I'm going to be the TWF heavyweight fighter. So no, you're not going to be happy to see me, you know, after this match. Alright, this match, let's get back here. Well, Gorilla Monsoon says we will see how this thing's going to work out or not, and how Seth Rollins is going to now be fighting Aleister Black, and I don't think he's going to like how it's going to end. It's not going to end very well, I can tell you that, Corey Graves says. Seth Rollins, when he won the WWE heavyweight winnings the first time, he beat everyone, and only when he got wounded did they take it off of him, Corey Graves says. Oh yeah, Booker T says, don't forget about the leadership team was helping him all those times too in the past. We leave that one out, Booker T says. But hey, he don't need the leadership anymore. This time he's got Paulie Dangerously with him. So we know he's going steads, Booker T says. Would you stop, Gorilla Monsoon says. Paulie Dangerously is not leading him to, not making him go to steads by being with Paulie Dangerously when he had the strap handed to him. Would you stop? This match is for the TWF heavyweight winnings. First, he is Aleister Black. And he is the TWF heavyweight fighter, Seth Rollins. Well, Seth Rollins might not be clothed to wrestle, but he is going to be wrestling. And Seth Rollins, oh, Aleister Black just kicked Seth Rollins' head off. Aleister Black took down Seth Rollins. Gorilla Monsoon said, Corey Graves said Aleister Black is a former WWE NXT heavyweight fighter. You know. So no one can't say you know, that he can fight you. Aleister Black right now got Seth Rollins in a bind, Corey Graves says. But I think he might get out of it. Will he get out of it or not? Doesn't look like it, Gorilla Monsoon said. Booker T said, give Seth Rollins some time. He'll come up with a game goal. Give Paulie Dangerously some time. He'll come up with something to stop it. Would you stop? And if Paulie Dangerously is wise as he says he is, he won't do anything in this match. You know, so stop. So stop saying Paulie Dangerously is going to do something in this match when you know he's not, Gorilla Monsoon says. Aleister Black's about to do it again. Paulie Dangerously's there. Oh, Aleister Black just knocked down Paulie Dangerously. Seth Rollins with a curve stomp on Aleister Black. Gorilla Monsoon said, now that's a cheap way to win the match. Having Paulie Dangerously help you win a match, Gorilla Monsoon said. Yeah, it's a cheap way to win a match. I don't think Seth Rollins will be getting any on look, Corey Graves says. No, Booker T says what he is wise. You know, Paulie Dangerously had his opening. Seth Rollins took the upper hand on it, Booker T says. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. here is your winner. Here is your winner. And still, the world heavyweight fighter, Seth Rollins. Well, Seth Rollins is still Seth Rollins is still the TWF heavyweight fighter in his first match against Aleister Black with the help of his new overseer, Paulie Dangerously, Gorilla Monsoon says. And Seth Rollins is now starting to take the smooth way out, doing cheap wins and cheating, Gorilla Monsoon says. So no, I don't think he's a dreamer anymore. I don't think he's a seer anymore. I don't think he's an upriser anymore, Gorilla Monsoon says. What he is a lazy, weakling cheater, Gorilla Monsoon says. Hey, Booker T said, that's our new TWF heavyweight fighter you're scathing there, Booker T says. You gotta show some onlook. I'm only going to show onlook to Seth Rollins when he starts doing something that I will give him onlook for. But what he did today, no one will be onlooking him for. Booker T. Well, I can tell you one thing right now, Corey Graves says, that Seth Rollins doesn't really seem to care what anyone thinks of him, good or bad. And at the end of the day, Corey Graves says, I guess we could say it's Seth Rollins' world, and we're living in it. We're not living in Seth Rollins' world, Corey. Would you stop? Take it away, Joey Styles. Thank you, Gorilla Monsoon. I'm going to be talking with Seth Rollins here today on NXT. Alright, Seth Rollins, you're the new TWF heavyweight fighter. You had your match. You had your match against Aleister Black, and somehow, some way, you came up on top. Hey, Paulie Dangerously is helping me, just like he helped so many other wrestlers. Some were truly skilled, and some not skilled. I mean, alright, okay. Brock Lesnar and CM Punk and Roman Reigns were the truly good, skilled wrestlers that Paulie Dangerously oversaw. Kurt Angle, too, you could give that to him. Then there were a whole bunch of other ones he oversaw over the years in his first run in WWE and his two-disc run in WWE. They really didn't quite do all of that much. But now, I am going to do what all those wrestlers that he oversaw in AWA, MACW, WCW, ECW, WWF, WWE. That's right, Joey Styles. Right here is the man who I believe will be the greatest of all TWF heavyweight fighters and world heavyweight fighters. We all know the TWF heavyweight winnings can go way back to between 93 YL with Earthquake, and it was a Band-Aid. This strap here has to be the oldest heavyweight winnings in all of toy wrestling. And the way that Seth Rollins is doing his thing, I don't think there's going to be anyone else out there who's going to want to put a hand on him. Now, Aleister Black was a good wrestler. Yes, he did win the WWE NXT heavyweight winnings. He held it for some time before losing it. But Seth Rollins here was a great WWE heavyweight fighter. Held it, won it, and held it for many months before being wounded, and that's the only way he ever gave it up. But did Aleister Black truly believe in his mind that he was going to beat Seth Rollins? Well, you had a lot of things to say, Paulie Dangerously. You got anything else left to say, Seth Rollins? Well, all I can say is that the strap looks more good around me than it did around Cody Rhodes. And how, at least, I'm not John Cena, so no one's gonna get irked or angered over what happened in the WWE. And you'll be seeing me with a strap for a long time. Well, that's my talk with Seth Rollins and Paulie Dangerously. Back to you, Gorilla Monsoon. Thank you, Joey Styles, for talking with Seth Rollins and Paulie Dangerously here today on NXT. And that's all the time we got here for NXT. I, Gorilla Monsoon, with Corey Graves and Booker T. We hope you like NXT, and we'll see you tomorrow for Dynamite or Mike.